Welcome, everybody, to a brand spanking new episode of What Was That Called Again? My name is Thomas.
I am Will.
And this is a movie podcast where each week I read 3 IMDb plot descriptions to Will, and then Will has to try to match the plot descriptions to the correct title.
That's right.
And everybody out there needs to be tuning in every Friday for our pre-shows. If you have not tuned into that, this week we discuss one of my favorite bands that doesn't exist, and we talked about originally 2 movies, but then
well, your band exists. They just don't anymore.
Yeah, or maybe they don't. I've never met anyone else who is aware of them.
It's all just a fantasy. It's all just a psyops mission on you specifically.
You never know. I could be living in a Truman Show-esque simulation right now.
We could be. You could be.
And we unexpectedly, unplanned, end up talking about a third movie a little bit at the end. It's like 2 hours of fun. Tune in every Friday for the pre-show. It's a more laid-back, like general me and Will just chatting leisurely type of thing.
Without agenda or format.
So to make it seem like we're real podcasters, to continue plugging real quick, you can follow us on Instagram if you're not already. WWTCA Pod is what you would be searching. You can check out our Letterboxd, where if we remember ever to do so, we post reviews of movies that we watch that we have covered on the show. You can find us there also at WWTCA Pod. Send us an email while you're at it.
That's right.
www.tcapod@protonmail.com. I will read your email on air unless you request I don't. We have received 1 email ever in the history of the show, and we want to receive at least 2 more.
I would like to. So this is technically season 2. Not technically. We're calling it that.
Yeah, we're just saying
unofficially.
It is. Yeah.
So I would like to, since we received 1 in season 1, I would like to receive 2 in season 2.
I'm still reaching for 3 total. I want 2 this season. And if we don't get it,
no, that's what I mean. I said the same thing. 1 received during season 1. Yes. 2 more received during season. So every season will have that number of emails.
You heard it. If we don't reach that goal, we will never post an episode again, starting next week.
Well, I don't know about that. Okay.
Hey, Will, you know what? Do you hear that siren? What is that?
Oh, shit, they're coming. Oh, shit, they're here. Fuck.
That must mean it's a drink check. What are you drinking?
What are you drinking, Thomas?
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. I jumped the gun. What are you drinking?
Hey, good question.
What are you consuming that isn't just pure oxygen?
The thing I forgot to do was grab a drink for this segment. So I have reached to the mini fridge to my left to grab a drink.
Take 2.
So.
Oh, was it a random grab?
Since you ask, Will, I just cracked myself open a nice chilled can of Earn Brew. The official drink, I think, maybe, of Scotland. It's at least the best-selling drink there. So this is for you, my fellow Scots. I'm not one.
There you go. The official drink of Scotland is definitely not like Scotch or whiskey or anything like that.
Well,
it's a soda.
Well, I believe the thing is that, like, in a majority of countries in the world, Coke is like the best-selling drink in that country.
Sure, yeah,
and then
I can see that.
It was like a thing that I remember reading that Scotland is one of the only countries where Coke isn't the best-selling, and it's because this thing.
Oh, okay.
And these...
It doesn't make it the official drink, just the best-selling.
Right, yeah. I kind of... We'll just say I exaggerated that one.
It's official now. It's official.
Scotland.
We've stated it.
I, Thomas of America, have declared your official nation's drink to be
centuries of crafting at its finest.
Yes.
To create this one of a kind beverage.
Scotland, I salute you. What do you got going, Will?
I am still on my needing to consume because I purchased Captain Morgan Sliced style drinks. And today, I did the pre-show with a pineapple daiquiri style drink, and I'm doing the show proper with a passion fruit hurricane style drink.
Ooh, scary!
Not because it is the 20th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. That's just a coincidence.
Yeah,
not unrelated. As of this recording.
Yeah, I was gonna say, despite you, the listener, hearing this in like winter sometime, I think maybe or close to it. Yeah, it is Katrina Day as we celebrate here in America.
Well, that's not how we approach this day at all. Of mourning and sadness at the failure of many organizations. But yeah,
pour one out on this Katrina Day.
We're horrible.
I'll pour out a urn brew for you.
There you go. I will consume a hurricane, lest there be one in the future.
Well, I'll tell you what our listeners can consume, and that is 3 brand new movies featured on the show this week.
I'm ready.
We'll see how ready you are, Will. You made a bold declaration last week.
Nope. You'll notice that I didn't do that this week.
Will does not have that level of cockiness, and that's okay. We don't blame him for that based on his history of the show. I
gotta spread it out.
That's true.
I think the reason that I happen to hit bullseyes most of the time whenever I do declare is because I declare rarely.
Yeah, and to anyone who thinks, oh, gee, yeah, right, this guy gets it right every time he says he will.
No.
It is unplanned whenever he declares a hat trick. I don't even know he's doing that until he says it on the show.
Yeah,
he has missed one or two.
I don't even know I'm doing it until it hits me. It's like a bolt of lightning from the gods.
Yes.
I am moved, but I'm not being moved currently.
That's right.
I'm ready for your 3 films, and I'll do my best.
Will has God tell him when he will get a hat trick.
it's a religious experience, and God speaks through me about a podcast.
Well, this week, we will be kicking off your 3-film journey in the year 1947.
Oh, okay. 47, going way back.
Yeah. And your synopsis for this film on IMDb reads as follows. A high-class crook gets in trouble with the law.
Ooh, that's all I get, huh?
That is all you get.
I'm trying to recall what this one was about. Okay. 1947, a high-class crook evades the law?
Gets in trouble with.
Oh, fuck, I did forget. God damn. Gets in trouble with the law.
Yep.
Well, clearly he's a crook, right?
But that doesn't mean you're caught by the law. Oh, I guess you are in trouble with the law, though. Technically, you're right.
Yeah, because you're a crook. Yeah, it doesn't say crook means nothing about getting caught. There's no judgment here. There's just accusations.
Yeah.
That doesn't give me.
What if this crook tries to be really well behaved after the accusation? Like they get accused of this crime. It's that one fucking movie where the guy is recording himself to prove that he didn't commit this murder.
The one from last week or whatever it was. Yeah. Wait, after the fact, he tries to prove his innocence.
Yes.
So this is just a high class crook.
Yeah.
Gets in trouble with the law. That's it.
That's what happens.
So it makes you wonder: is the crime of which he's in trouble for high class as what, or is just he high class?
Yeah. Like he dresses really well whenever he does his
or like it's like a white collar type crime, and he's not high class himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no way to know for sure.
I'm not intrigued by any means based off of that synopsis, but I'm trying to think. I was trying to think of 47. Who would have been a star back then? I don't even know. I'm curious to find out more about that movie, but that doesn't ring a bell or sound familiar. So next film, please.
All right, we're going to be jumping ahead a little bit to the year 1949 for your second movie.
Okay. Woo, big jump.
Yeah, that's right. And your synopsis, as written on IMDb, reads as follows. A psychopathic criminal with a mother complex makes a daring break from prison and leads his old gang in a chemical plant payroll heist.
Jesus. Okay. So, not Psycho. Say this one again?
Okay. As written, a psychopathic criminal with a mother complex makes a daring break from prison and leads his old gang in a chemical plant payroll heist.
He leaves or leads?
Leads, Leads.
Okay, so he leads his old gang into a chemical plant
payroll heist.
Payroll heist.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is a psychopathic criminal.
Yeah.
With mother what tendencies?
With a mother complex.
Mother complex.
Yeah.
Mother tendencies. He's very mothering. Mother complex. So psychopathic criminal with a mother complex escapes from prison, escapes from jail. He escapes.
Makes a daring break from prison.
Okay, same thing. He makes a daring break from prison and leads his old gang into a chemical plant payroll heist.
Correct.
Wow, that's a very wordy, complex. I feel like that's the whole movie. You just told us everything about the movie.
There's a good possibility.
I mean, I am curious about the psychopathic criminal with the mother complex.
Mm-hmm.
In 49. Okay. I wonder if old Hitchcock was a fan of this film or not.
There's no way to know.
And also, I wonder what that means. Psychopathic. So because that makes it sound like, at least in modern terms, that he would be like a murderer or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then all he's doing in this film is just a payroll heist.
That's right.
Just stealing some checks, pretending to work at a place.
We nabbed $1,200 on this one.
Just like Ma would have wanted me to do. She's been dead for 14 years. I gotta pay her bills still.
Johnny, how did you get that money? Oh, Mother. I don't know. He's
playing both roles. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so that's what it felt like at first, but I don't know if that's really what the movie's gonna do. Okay, that does not sound. I mean, clearly, I don't think if any decade is even close to being a strong suit of mine, it definitely is not the 40s. Mm-hmm. So for anything, not just film, for anything. For 40s, I don't know. I mean, I think the war happened in the 40s.
Yeah,
and then between
came to an end. Yeah, 45.
Exactly. Between 45 and 50, I don't know if anything that happened. And then even during the war, I don't know of anything that happened outside of the war. So, yeah. Well, I mean, did we have enough rations to even make movies in 43?
I probably snipped a few things together and called it a movie.
I mean, I feel like it had to have been some kind of like slight, like, it was made by like the wartime efforts to kind of keep the people, from eating each other or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have, you said the first one was 43 and the
40,
right?
For the first one was 47.
47. So they both are after the war. Okay.
Yeah.
So 47 and then 49.
Yep.
Okay. Third film, please.
Yeah. I think I remember Tarantino saying once that he considers the 50s to be like far and away the worst decade of cinema ever.
Yeah, because everything was in my memory from film history class, everything was like beach blanket bingo.
Right.
Everything was. That was all we made.
Let's see just how well you know the 50s, because this movie is from 1952.
52, okay.
Yeah. And your synopsis, as written on IMDb, reads as follows. May Doyle comes back to her hometown a cynical woman. Her brother Joe fears that his love, fish cannery worker Peggy, may wind up like May. May marries Jerry and has a baby. She is happy but restless, drawn to Jerry's friend Earl.
God, May's a floozy. Okay, May Doyle already. Yeah, you could have not even said the year, and I'd have been like, "This is the '50s." So May Doyle is a woman, and there's something about her, and she's restless. You said no. Well, say this one again. There's so many fucking names.
No, that's why I love this one.
And her brother's Joe, and there's Mary.
There's like 6 sentences to this synopsis, and that just names every character. I love it. I knew I had to use it. So, May Doyle comes back to her hometown, a cynical woman.
She's cynical. She returns cynical. That's right.
Her brother Joe fears that his love, fish cannery worker Peggy, may wind up like May.
Cynical.
May marries Jerry and has a baby. She is happy but restless, drawn to Jerry's friend Earl.
Okay, let me re-synopsize this movie. So this is movie about women have thoughts and feelings on their own for once, and men are worried that that's going to suck. That's what this movie is.
Well, that's a big issue whenever women start thinking.
Yeah, it is, clearly.
Major
okay,
problem.
So May Doyle returns home from somewhere. We don't know. I'm guessing big city. Cynical. And her brother Joe is afraid that, whose love is a fish cannery worker Peggy.
Which I'm glad we know that about her.
Yeah, clearly important. Joe is worried that Peggy is going to end up just like May Doyle, cynical. May and her husband have a baby.
Yeah.
And she starts to have thoughts about her husband's friend.
Correct.
Basically.
Yes, you nailed it.
Okay. Wow, what a 50s movie that is. Get back in the kitchen. Okay, let me try to recap. It's wild too. I don't know if this is across the board type thing. How, we went from 47, which was a high class criminal gets in trouble with the law, to 52. All these characters do all these things and all these plots and all, it's like, geez, like something happened between those those 2 years, or those 2 decades that really maybe wasn't for the better.
Yeah, okay. That's only 5 years apart too.
Yeah, but that was a big 5 years, clearly.
Yeah.
Okay. First film, as I said, 1947, high class criminal. Don't know what he does or what he did, but somehow he gets in trouble with the law.
Yep.
Second film, 1949.
Yeah.
And this was about a psychopath criminal with a mother complex. Breaks out from jail big time or something like that. Big break from prison. And he gets back with the old gang and takes them into a chemical plant payroll heist.
Yes.
So we're starting to get wordier as we get along here. And then 1952 is the third film, and this is about May Doyle, the cynical old hag who returned home, got married, and had a baby. Meanwhile, her brother is desperately worried that his love at the cannery is going to turn into her, the old hag, and go sleep with his friend as well.
Yes. Right.
Okay. Gosh. None of these sound familiar. I don't even know really like the thread here, if there is one, as far as like why you would have picked the 3 of these. Clearly the first 2 have like a criminal bent, but that doesn't seem like the common thread for the third film. I don't know. I don't know if there is like a, at least not in the plots. There's not a through line. So I'm curious with the other details if there will be. So I guess I'm ready for the title. I get one chance at all 3, and I think I'm ready.
Okay, your first title to work off of is going to be Clash by Night.
Ooh, I kind of like that. Clash by Night. Never heard of it. Interesting sounding. I don't know. Clash by Night. I mean, it could be the high-class criminal in trouble with the law.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's the May Doyle story of cynicism and women's lib.
Mm-hmm.
but maybe it could also be the 49 film with the, just because Clash, there's some kind of, like, maybe that's like where the payroll heist takes place is at night. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know where to place this one yet. Give me the second title, please.
Okay, your
Clash by Night.
Second title to work off of this week is going to be White Heat.
Ooh, okay, I've heard of that title. But has that title been used again? White Heat. Oh, man. White Heat. Why do I know that?
Why indeed?
I feel like that must have been used. Some of it, like just a reused title. White Heat. Is that the rage that May Doyle feels whenever she comes back home and realizes that she's not able to be a free-thinking, independent woman? She has to marry and have a kid and be tied down with monogamy and work at the fish cannery with Peggy. White heat, the white heat of the white heat of domestic wifery.
Yeah, it's just in relation to how these are definitely white characters.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. So it's white. Is it just a bunch of horny white people? Just white heat. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It just.
Yeah, in the 50s they started trying to get more risque in
that's
media.
Right. There's always a bikini in every movie. And a guy in like a big Speedo for some reason. Or is white heat just like, no, I mean, it's clearly, I don't think it's the May Doyle story thing. But that does ring a bell. White heat sounds familiar. I don't know why. 49? Would that be a 49 title? White Heat? You said the first one was Clash by Night?
Correct.
Okay, third title, please. I'll shelve those two.
Your final title to work off of will be Johnny O'Clock.
Johnny O'Clock. That feels like a fucking 50s title. Johnny O'Clock. It's Johnny O'Clock. Oh, God. Okay, there was no one named Johnny that you named in the whole cast worth of synopsis for the 1952 film, though. Johnny O'Clock.
I will say, just for the sake of making note, that there is a Joe mentioned at least in the.
Yeah, but that's not Johnny.
Her brother Joe.
That's not Johnny though. I feel like Johnny O'Clock might be the 47 film, actually.
You think this nondescript high-class crook might be a Johnny?
I just feel like the title is the selling point here. Right? I mean, White Heat could be a runner-up for that theory, in the sense that White Heat kind of also elicits a little bit more than, but I feel like Johnny O'Clock is just like, hey, you want to go see Johnny O'Clock down at the drive-in? And then it's really just a movie for like people to go make out at during. Like the movie has no context other than that, right?
Yeah.
47, 49, and 52. Clash by Night, White Heat, and Johnny O'Clock. Like I said, White Heat, maybe it's just been used again, that title. But I feel like I know that title. But I also feel like I don't know any movies in these 3 years. At least not well enough to know, to like, have like the title like ring a bell or anything. But the Clash by Night one, that's the one that's kind of throwing me. Clash by Night, White Heat, Johnny O'Clock. I mean, I jokingly said Johnny O'Clock sounds like a 50s title, but I don't feel like it fits this May Doyle story. I'm trying to figure out too, who's the story the perspective of? Because you have May Doyle who returns cynical, but it's her brother who is worried about his love turning into his sister. But then it's also about May having a baby and being bored at home, basically, and kind of having thoughts about an affair, possibly.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's from May's perspective. Is this from the perspective of the brother? Is this just from the perspective of women shouldn't venture outside of the house because they get corrupt.
Maybe it's from the perspective of like the pet dog.
Yeah.
Observing all of this,
just watching all this chaos happen. Yeah, he's just witness to this seemingly beautiful marriage that's like full of infidelity or possible infidelity and bad mothering, bad parenting in general.
The cynicism of returning from the big city.
Yeah, the fallout of working at the cannery. And your husband's always saying you smell like fish, and
it's not a good smell.
Okay, yeah. And the dog's name is Johnny. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the missing link right there. Yeah. Okay. All right. To be serious now. Okay. One chance. I've wasted enough time. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna stick with my guns. Clash by Night. Man, that's the one that I don't know. Okay. I'm going to say the 1947 film, a high class crook gets in trouble with the law. I want to call that one Johnny O'Clock.
Okay.
I feel like that's wrong, but I'm going to do it anyway.
I like
it. Because I'm going to say that the 1949 film of the psychotic criminal with a mother complex who breaks out of jail and reforms his old gang, who then all go to do a chemical plant payroll heist.
Yep.
I have to really trudge through that to think of all the words.
You got more trudging for the next one.
I know. I'm going to call that one Clash by Night.
Okay.
And that leaves, of course, White Heat for the 1952 May Doyle cynicism story of returning home to a husband and baby, being bored with that, all while your brother secretly worries that his love might turn into your haggard old self.
Yep.
Oh, locking it in. Tell me how bad I did.
Okay.
And also just tell me more about these movies, because I'm curious.
Oh, well, since you ask,
thank you.
I will. Kicking us off in 1947, we have a film written and directed by a Robert Rawson, with an original story by credit to a Milton Holmes. At the time of recording, this movie sits at a 6.8 out of 10 from 2,941 ratings. The movie stars Dick Powell, Lee J. Cobb, Evelyn Keyes. When Lee J. Cobb was called before the House Un-American Activities Committee in 1953 and given a chance to clear his name by naming communists he had known, Cobb named Shimon Ruskin, who plays the dry cleaner in this film. Many of his fellow actors never forgave Cobb for this.
Good. Fuck that guy.
Evelyn Keyes eloped to Las Vegas with John Huston while filming this movie. Contemporary photos of the happy couple show her returning to the set, quote, less than 3 hours later.
Okay, quick.
And last thing I have for you, on August 16th, 1977, this movie was being televised on KTVU Channel 2's Dialing for Dollars from the Oakland, San Francisco, California, when word of Elvis Presley's death interrupted the broadcast.
Oh, okay. So Dialing for Dollars got interrupted by breaking news.
And this movie was not streaming anywhere at the time of recording, but you could pick it up on DVD or Blu-ray as a rental from scarecrowvideo.org. And you would go to their website and type in Johnny O'Clock.
Yeah! I feel that was pure luck.
We all know. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and again, just because, like I said, the synopsis was so vague that it felt like the title had to be something that was just like, I don't care what this movie's about. That sounds cool.
Johnny O'Clock.
Johnny O'Clock.
Yeah, that's the most noir movie title I've ever seen, I think.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Your movie from 1949 here today is from a director, Raoul Walsh, written by Ivan Goff and Ben Roberts, with a suggested by a story by credit to Virginia Kellogg. This movie sits on IMDb with an 8.1 out of 10.
Wow.
From 37,460 ratings. This movie stars James Cagney, Virginia Mayo. It was an Oscar nominee for Best Screenplay.
I feel like this is why I've heard this title.
It was James Cagney himself who had the idea of making Cody psychotic. Cagney attributed his performance to his father's alcoholic rages, which he had witnessed as a child, as well as someone he had seen on a visit to a mental hospital.
Crazy. Okay.
In his autobiography, Cagney by Cagney, the actor said he found the script, quote, very formula, the old knock down, drag 'em out again, without a touch of imagination or originality.
Okay.
Yeah.
8 point what?
8.1. Cagney said he suggested to the writers to pattern the character of Jarrett and his mother after the legendary outlaws Kate Barker, a.k.a. Ma Barker, and her boys, and to make Cody a psychotic. It has been said that Cagney improvised some of his dialogue and decided to play Jarrett as a man plagued by blinding migraines that only his mother could soothe.
That's interesting.
This is ranked number 4 on the AFI's list of the 10 greatest films in the genre gangster. And Madonna's song White Heat off of her 1986 album True Blue used this film as a backdrop, with some of the lines from it used throughout the song.
There you go.
This movie is also not streaming at the time of recording, but you can rent it on DVD or Blu-ray from scarecrowvideo.org. And you would, of course, search White Heat.
I say, once you started to list all those accolades, I was like, this has to be why I know this title. Just because it doesn't mean I've seen it, but I definitely have been, I've heard of that being talked about, or some list somewhere. Right, yeah.
Finally, in 1952, we have a film from director Fritz Lang, written by Alfred Hayes and Clifford Odets. This currently has a 7.0 out of 10 from 7,975 ratings. The film stars Barbara Stanwyck, Robert Ryan, Paul Douglas, and Marilyn Monroe.
So it's a decent cast, you're saying?
One could say so. This movie was shot while Barbara Stanwyck was in the process of divorcing Robert Taylor. The movie also features the rising young star Marilyn Monroe. Barbara gives a good performance in one of her most memorable films, despite her emotional devastation due to the divorce. The crew noted Stanwyck's lack of a diva tantrum. Fritz Lang later said...
That's bad whenever the lack is notable.
Yeah. Fritz Lang later said, quote, she's fantastic, unbelievable, and I liked her tremendously. When Marilyn missed her lines, which she did constantly, Barbara never said a word. End quote.
I wonder if does Marilyn play Peggy or Peg or whatever the fish cannery woman was?
Oh yeah, I should have looked. Good thing I can do that right now. It turns out she plays Peggy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Last but not least, during filming, Marilyn Monroe's famous nude calendar photographs became public. Reporters and paparazzi constantly hounded and surrounded Monroe to the point of becoming a huge distraction for the production. This film is available as a rental on Amazon, or you can rent it on DVD or Blu-ray from scarecrowvideo.org. And, of course, you would be searching for the film Clash by Night.
Clash by Night. Yeah, I never heard of that. Fritz Lang, you said, and Monroe and Stanwyck.
See Marilyn Monroe working at a fish cannery? Watch Clash by Night then. I do have a few tag
me.
We're going to be kicking off Tag Me here today with our favorite movie, Johnny O'Clock. A few. So this is where we go to the plot details section on IMDb and read a few of the plot details, which kind of work as tags because you can see other movies that have this same plot point. So for Johnny O'Clock, we have a corrupt cop.
Ooh,
we have
interesting.
Attempted moida.
Moida.
Yeah, we have clothing with blood stain.
Okay.
And guess what else we have? Picture on front page of newspaper.
The whole spinny thing happens.
Yeah,
right?
That has to happen in the 40s, I think. Moving on.
I wasn't expecting the corrupt cop part of it, though.
Yeah. Moving on to White Heat from 1949, we have mother-son relationship. Dysfunctional mother-son relationship.
There we go. Separate tag for the more detailed.
Referring to oneself in the third person.
That's wait. How many other films have that earned that tag?
How many other ones? 36.
Anything of note?
There's a Luca Guadagnino movie from a couple years ago, Bones and All. That's one of them. Ernest Saves Christmas.
Oh, of course. All the Ernest films are all done. Yep. I now know all these movies, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say those are the two of note.
Yeah. I, Ernest P. Worrell.
We have jumping off a bridge onto a moving train.
Oh, cool.
And let's cap this one off with man carries a woman piggyback.
Okay. How many other films have that?
0 other films have that.
This is the only film in the history of cinema where a man carries a woman piggyback.
That's right. And we have a few tags really quick to go over for Clash by Night. We're going to have projectionist.
Ooh, okay.
Father-son relationship.
Dysfunctional father.
We have engagement ring, and we have sardine as one of the tags.
Oh, fish cannery.
The fish
cannery. The fish is the sardine is actually a major character in the.
If you've had a specific fetish about wanting to see Marilyn Monroe holding a sardine,
handle sardines,
this might be the movie for you. We can go on really quickly to a quote
time,
where I have pulled a quote, and Will give me direction for how to read him this quote in the character of his choice.
Yes, I'm going to try to choose a character from one of these 3 films in hopes that that'll help me. Is it just one line?
Oh, it is 2 characters.
Oh, 2? Oh,
yes,
it's a
one line each.
Okay. Let me go with. Let's go with. I mean, I was. If it was just gonna be one person, I wanted you to give me your best Marilyn Monroe, but I think I'm gonna not do that. I'm gonna go instead with. I want to hear a middle-aged corrupt cop talking to a younger, higher status, like higher class criminal. The cop knows that this guy is a criminal, and the criminal also knows that this guy is corrupt. So there may be some back scratching going on here. Okay. That's the scenario.
Okay. And your quote from 2 characters reads as follows. Quote, I wonder if this will mix well with orange juice. Some things just don't mix.
Okay, wait, hold on, pause, because I didn't establish who is who. So tell me, which one was the corrupt cop?
The first
one was the.
And then the second one was the younger criminal.
Because in my mind, the cop was the second one. Give me that again, and you can choose either the same voices or your own.
Okay. The first character says, I wonder if this will mix with orange juice.
Okay.
The second character responds, "Some things don't mix."
Oh, some things don't mix. In orange, so there is, so we're mixing cocktails here, maybe?
Or he's got to take a piss. And so the things that don't mix are piss and OJ.
So some things don't mix. No, I'm just trying to think like which one of these movies would even involve. I think I got the characters wrong. I think I picked the wrong film. So it's definitely not Johnny O'Clock.
Okay.
But I don't know if it is, or which one of the two that remain. I don't know. I could see this being. I could see it if it is like a screwdriver or some kind of like not quite the ingredients for a screwdriver, but someone's trying to drink before noon. I could see it maybe being the May character, May Doyle, who is dealing with her baby and her husband and coming back,
Mm-hmm.
But then I could also maybe see it just being just a throwaway conversation between the gang and the psychopath, and I could see the psychopath being the one who says some things don't mix. That's where I'm torn. So I'm just going to go with my first guess. I think it's a cocktail. I think or some kind of mixed drink. I think this is the 1952 film that was called Clash by Night.
Okay. It is actually taken from the film Johnny O'Clock.
Really?
So
I did pick it right.
The character Johnny O'Clock says, "I wonder if this will mix with orange juice." That is Dick Powell as Johnny O'Clock. And then...
Is that his name? Johnny O'Clock?
Yep. According to the credits. And then the actor John Kellogg as Charlie replies, "Some things don't mix."
Is Charlie the cop? The corrupt cop?
I don't know.
We don't know. Okay, we don't know. All right. Some things don't mix. Okay, have you seen any of these films? I have not. Clearly.
No, I haven't.
Okay. Which one should we tackle? Should we figure out May Doyle's backstory and why she's cynical? Should we figure out the reason behind the mother complex for our psycho criminal? Or should we figure out
anything about anybody in the first movie?
Yeah, anything about Johnny O'Clock. What are you down for? So the tags we had to play with were the first film. There was
oh gosh,
again, not much.
A new segment. Will recalls tags read to him a few minutes ago.
Yeah, no, there was. Was it White Heat that had the double tag of mother-son relationship and then also dysfunctional mother-son relationship?
I believe so.
So I can't remember any of the tags from the first film then.
Yeah.
Crime, I think it was like a bunch of generic stuff. There was just nothing really.
Generic, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's the one that had a crooked cop.
That's right. We did find out about the crooked cop. Okay. So what is the high profile or was it high profile or high class?
High class.
High class
crook.
High class crook. Named Johnny O'Clock.
Yeah.
And is it, sorry, just for my own sake, is it O period clock or is it O apostrophe clock?
Apostrophe.
So it really is O'Clock. Okay.
Yep.
God damn it. It's so stupid. Okay, so what is his MO? What is his signature crime?
He steals pinball tables.
I was going to say he steals clocks. I was going to try to say like something related to like time telling.
You know why they call me Johnny O'Clock, don't you?
and then he like reaches up and like moves the hour hand back 3 hours and closes the window again. It's like, ha, see, that's what I do. I confuse towns and train stations by changing the time.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have the time?
Well,
oh no!
If my name isn't Johnny O'Clock,
you fool! That clock is clearly 3 hours behind.
And then he high steps away.
That's a pretty high class crime.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess the upper class would care more about accurate time telling.
It's really classy crime. It's not one of these like stabbings or one of these.
So you're not saying like
crime.
You're not saying like social economic. You're just saying like as far as you're just saying like the crime itself is not like a low status messy thing. Okay, I see what you're saying. So yeah, that's what they mean in the synopsis. Yeah. Okay. So then, how does the corrupt cop play into this? Does he like see this happening and he just wants to go home earlier than usual?
Yeah, or
like he's corrupt that way, or he just wants office shift,
or he is the one that's actually setting up the clocks back. And he frames this other guy. Like Johnny O'Clock is like correcting one of the clocks, and he's like, "Oh, now the townsfolk have spotted him adjusting the hands on the clocks at the shop."
Oh, I like this.
And so it looks like he's the one committing the crime.
Changing
they don't realize that he's actually correcting it.
So
the
Johnny
crooked
O'Clock
cop frames him.
I like that. So Johnny O'Clock is just like
you know why they call me Johnny O'Clock? It's because I always
he really
correct
cares about
the
accuracy. He really cares about the chronograph and the accuracy of time and efficiency. And then this cop. So okay, I'll play along. How does Johnny and this cop? How do they cross paths?
Oh, so wait. So he's a high class crook because he actually is also a crook just by chance on the side.
So what if?
So he's getting framed for this crime. For one, because this cop knows that the townsfolk have seen him messing with the clocks, but also, where was I going with that? But he also is actually a crook, and so what if the because the cop
town
knows that he's a crook, that's like an additional incentive to blame this guy.
Well, sure, yeah. But what if this whole town has been perpetually late?
Like
because the cop,
nobody has the right time.
Right, because the cop has just been changing clocks all over the place to benefit himself.
Yeah.
Right. And then in comes Johnny O'Clock, and Johnny is there to rob businesses, let's say. But while in the process of robbing places, he notices that the time is wrong, and his watch is always right.
Yeah,
he knows it. So he like looks at his watch and he sees the watch or the clock on the wall, and he like OCD almost. He cannot not fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and then so by doing that, that's, as you say, he gets caught changing time.
Yeah.
And then all the townsfolk are like, wait, every place that's been robbed also has the clocks changed.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you, but how do we prove that the cop was the initial, I guess, just prankster?
Because we see him at the night. We see him in the night run through town, like scuttling from place to place, adjusting.
He's on his
hands,
like his night watch, patrol, walking up and down the street, and
see he does it.
His little billy club, and
he does it at night whenever everybody's asleep and nobody's up and all the shops are closed and whatnot. And then because he's able to set this other guy up, because
what's his benefit? I like the idea of just for more pay, like he's working. It looks like he's working harder than what he really is. Maybe.
I was gonna say,
are there any other reasons?
What if he actually knows that this dude is stealing, but he has like no actual evidence? There's no way that he can prove it. evidence.
Oh, he's just a bad cop. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
He has the authority to arrest anyone, but he won't do it until he has proof. I like it. He's less corrupt than what I thought.
And his way to do
he's moral.
Is he knows that this guy is OCD. And so his way of catching him is to change all of the clocks.
Oh. Okay, but I still don't find this cop corrupt though. What is his what is I like what you're saying about the whole like trapping.
You mean
Johnny
like
O'Clock?
The act of this trapping makes him actually not corrupt because he's like solving the issue. Instead of it being just like a stupid thing that he's doing, it's actually for a good reason. So that would not make him a crooked cop.
Right.
So,
but also, he's still changing the clocks before. I still think he should be changing clocks before Johnny arrives. Just, like I said, he's messing with these clocks or something. But I'm trying to figure out why he would be doing that, and then he decides to use that against Johnny. This thing that he's already doing.
Yeah. So he's a crooked cop because the twist reveal is that he was actually doing this setup because he wanted those items that were stolen.
Oh, okay.
So he could frame this dude, get him arrested.
So he just frames Johnny for changing the time.
for clock and malfeasance. Yeah.
And all the shopkeepers are like, but I'm still missing shit. And the cop's like, yeah, but your time is right now.
So, how the hell is anyone going to know what time it is in this godforsaken town?
Right. The train always comes early for some reason. Okay.
No, it's always late.
It's always late, and you never notice. Okay, so then, whenever does Johnny gets arrested, caught, booked and jailed?
Yeah, and then he confiscates evidence, which is the stuff that was stolen.
Yeah, he keeps it for himself. But my question is okay, if Johnny gets booked or jailed or whatever, captured, we'll say. Is the cop now just fine with no longer being able to get stuff? Like, what is the end of after Johnny is caught? Clearly, the cop can't keep changing time because there's no one to undo it.
The last thing that this dude just stole was the engagement ring this cop wanted to get to propose to his partner.
Okay.
And instead of just saving up and then buying it, he's going to this elaborate plot in the hopes this guy.
No, there it is. That's the whole. So that's the thing, is that the cop knows that he can with Johnny's OCD, he can lure Johnny to places to reset the clock, and then also possibly get Johnny to rob the place. So after a series of trials and realizing this, the cop is like, "Oh, I do need an engagement ring. If I can just get Johnny to steal it, I can then arrest him and take it as evidence." So then the whole climax is that the cop goes into the jewelry store to reset the time, lures Johnny in, catches him in the act because he had to fix the clock, but he also stole from the place that he was already in. Which I love the idea of Johnny O'Clock just breaking into places to just fix the clock and then being like, "Oh, I should also steal stuff."
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like that. I like the cop using the criminal to his benefit, while also capturing the criminal. So it seems like a happy ending. The criminal's been caught, but in the end, it's really this corrupt cop that takes advantage of this. I like this.
And we end the kicker at the very end is that he proposes and she says no.
No, I think she's been eyeing Johnny the whole time. That's what it is.
She says that her heart belongs to another, and then
no, that's the last line. Is that she says, "I've already been spoken for," and then she pulls her sleeve up, and there's a watch on her wrist.
Yeah, and she says, "Have the time."
You have the time. And the cop's like, "Oh, clock."
Yep, and then we have the fucking
iris zoom.
The iris, yes.
Yeah, iris down, and then the iris, the center of the iris fades to white, and it's just
yes, and it's the
clock hands.
Yes,
yeah,
that's perfect.
That's it. Perfect. That's our 1947 fucking 39-minute
Johnny O'Clock.
Johnny O'Clock.
Like, the whole thing is just this guy has to fix the clocks.
He's just compelled. He just walks into town. Do you think what brings Johnny in? Like, what's Johnny's I mean, he's compelled to change the clock, sure. But if he's not from here originally, why did he come here? Did he already like rob the other town of all their belongings? Is he just like a vagrant? Is he?
What do you mean by he's not from here?
Well, I'm saying that if the original idea was that the cop was always changing the time just to fuck with people, Johnny shows up. The cop then realizes, oh, there's a criminal in town that fixes the clocks, but also steals stuff.
Oh, I thought it was a guy that lived there. And then he just starts to
thought
notice.
That, but that's because you ignored the part I said 20 minutes ago. But we can go that route. But but I'm saying that, like, what is Johnny's introduction? Does the cop did the cop not change these clocks until recently, and then Johnny was triggered by this? Or did Johnny only start to realize?
What if actually, to scrap everything, basically, what if actually, so this guy's OCD, he thinks he's correcting these clocks, but he's actually messing them up. Like, the cop is actually correcting them, but we find out that this guy, his watch battery is dead.
It's just wrong, yeah.
And then he keeps setting all these clocks to the time on his watch because he thinks that's what time it is. And he hasn't noticed that it's just the same time all the time.
So the introduction of Johnny, or the inciting incident, as it should be. The inciting incident for Johnny's character is that his watch dies.
Yeah.
Because up until this moment, all the clocks have been, according to Johnny, all the clocks have been accurate.
Yeah.
And then Johnny just doesn't realize that his watch is dead. Even though in the 40s, I don't think batteries existed. I think you would have wound your watch back then.
The opening shot, that's fine. We can work around that.
we can. That'll be notes.
The opening scene is him like in a shop, and he looks up at like a clock on the wall, and he goes up to the woman at the counter, and he's like, "Hey, you notice your clock's off?" And she like looks up at it, and she's like,
I didn't notice.
She's like, no, it's not. And he's like, what are you talking about? It says it's 4:30. And she's like, yeah. And he's like, oh, okay, whatever. And he waits for her to leave her post, and then he goes back there and changes it to what's on his watch.
Right.
And that's the opening scene. The opening sequence.
That's the opening scene.
Yes.
I like it. So let's quickly work out this watch issue, because I don't think it would be battery powered, but I do like that concept of his watch just failing.
Yeah.
So did his watch maybe just break internally? Maybe like the mechanism, wore out, because I feel like someone who is like this is constantly adjusting the watch, like winding it, constantly doing that. So I think over time the internals just broke. They just wore out. And he didn't know this.
Yeah. And so it just constantly says like 2:08 p.m. or whatever.
I also love the giant plot hole of Johnny having OCD to the point of noticing everyone else's clock's wrong, but doesn't notice that his clock never changes time.
Yeah. He only looks at it sometime in the afternoon. Like in the early afternoon.
Looks at it once a day at roughly the same time of day.
I know, I was thinking about that earlier. That's why I was laughing whenever you were going over it.
Never looks at his watch ever again. Oh, God.
He just by
How about this?
Chance. Yeah, go ahead.
Scrap all that. All that. Start over again. So I think what it is I think this corrupt cop knows that this guy named Johnny O'Clock, who's normally not a crook, right? But he just has this need to set clocks accurately. I think that the cop, like maybe one of Johnny O'Clock's traits is that he has narcolepsy. Just go with me.
Mm-hmm.
So every time that Johnny like goes into a narcoleptic state of being asleep, the cop rushes over and like changes Johnny's time on his watch. So Johnny doesn't know how long he's been asleep. He just wakes up and sees that, it's 3 hours later or whatever. Trusts that his watch, which is still ticking, still working accurately, is correct. Goes about his day and just sees that everyone's clocks are wrong. So this cop is just fucking with Johnny. But then Johnny starts to get, I don't know, greedy, or something happens where Johnny starts to then rob places. And that's where the cop goes, oh, I can use this. I can I can get Johnny to, go into a narcoleptic state, fall asleep, get him excited or whatever, near a place that I want him to rob. He'll see that the clock is wrong. He'll go inside and rob the place, and then I can take the loot.
So yeah, what if this cop and this guy actually meet each other? So this cop intentionally has a thing where they bump into each other or whatever.
Yeah.
And
I think that Johnny is such a person of time. I think Johnny is predictable as far as where he's going to be throughout the day. So the cop can just know where he's going to be,
Yeah, what if his so whenever he goes into the state, the cop adjusts the time. What if this is like a long con? The cop is doing this for a while. Johnny loses his job because he's always late.
Oh, okay.
And then the cop influences him to start stealing. Like, you can steal from Mark's Jewelers.
Most guys in your state, you're on hard times there, Johnny. Most guys would turn to thievery, but you seem to be a pretty upstanding citizen. You wouldn't do that now to get by and pay your bills or anything. I wouldn't imagine. Have a good day, Johnny. And he walks away, and Johnny's like, yeah, thievery.
I heard of a town over this happened to somebody, and he turned to stealing, and he would pawn it off at the local pawn shop or whatever. And
and he'd get, he'd get almost twice the money that it was worth because of the economic situation that we're currently in after the war.
Anyway,
where things are overvalued. Anyway, have a good day, Johnny.
See ya
so
tomorrow.
Multiple days, he runs into Johnny and gives him this. Hey, the other day I was reading the bulletin, and seems like over in Sheffield Townville, they caught a guy who pawned off half of his brother's belongings. He lived on that for a whole year, worry-free. Didn't have a worry in his life.
A year, you say?
Yeah, but you wouldn't do that like that, Johnny. Good luck out there finding a job in this time whenever there's too many GIs coming back, so there's not really that many jobs.
Hey, what year is it?
Yeah.
And
I like it.
Yeah, I kind of do too. And then, so, well, yeah, that works. I think that works.
So what's the climax again? The climax is just that the cop gets Johnny to rob the engagement.
Yeah.
The jewelry store, the engagement ring. Okay. How does the cop then decide to turn Johnny in? Is he is he just done like the cop's greed ends there? Because the cop could get this guy to do anything, basically.
Yeah, this guy's very gullible.
And the cop is just like, nah, I'm good. I got the ring. So what's the thing that ends this? Or is there anything?
What if this guy is just like a mentally scarred war veteran? And so this guy is so shell-shocked that after that he kind of has a confrontation, and he pulls a weapon on the cop.
Oh God!
The cop
sets him off. Oh my
all right,
gosh.
well, this has gone far.
That's enough. That's enough. He just says, "All right, that's enough. We've had enough of you, Johnny. You and your antics. Let's get you some help here.
Time's up."
Yeah. Time's up. Iris, fade to white.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the end of our movie. Johnny O'Clock. I mean, I think it would work because the title is, ridiculous enough. I don't think that we're stretching it too far here. I think we're right in line with what...
We're probably pretty close to what it actually is. I think this one is actually really close.
I feel like I'm going to be surprised if it's not. Yeah. And then we have a whole possibility of like a whole universe of Johnny O'Clock, because if he goes into like some health facility, or even if he gets jailed or whatever, I feel like something could happen in either of those two facilities with this this time thing. Like maybe Johnny tricks the guards into thinking he's been there longer than he has been, because now Johnny is willing to go against his OCD by changing the clocks wrong,
Yeah.
And everyone trusts him because everyone's like, well, this guy is always about the accurate time, so this must be the accurate time.
Yeah, it's Johnny O'Clock 2 a.m.
Yeah, I like that. Johnny O'Clock 2 a ... Underneath that, smaller print, a.m. And then someone like walks by and reads the poster, Johnny O'Clock 2 a.m. What does that mean?
I don't know, but I'm not gonna watch it.
We're just gonna make out the car. That's all we're gonna do. All right, what was that called again? Johnny O'Clock 5:45.
Yeah,
p.m. Central.
Part of the time franchise.
Johnny O'Clock Daylight Savings.
That's the horror one.
Yeah, that's the one where he's just in a constant state of panic.
Oh yeah, he becomes a werewolf. Like as
wait, why?
Whenever the time changes, it triggers like a transformation.
So is he just a werewolf for like half the year?
Yeah, a part-time werewolf.
Not even part-time. That's like
Alaska
like
werewolf. Yeah. Yep, he's a werewolf for 6 months.
6 months out of the year, he's a werewolf, and then he gets accustomed to this new lifestyle, and then he changes back.
He can never be comfortable in either form.
No, that's the problem. He gets very comfortable for like 4 or 5 months. He's comfortable.
Oh gosh, it's so sweet.
He just becomes a werewolf. What the fuck? Okay, we're done. We're done. Stop.
Having weed before the show makes it better.
It doesn't. He becomes a werewolf. All right.